Why, hello there. Didn't see you there till just now after my hair flip. I don't know why I did that, but it sure looked cool, didn't it? I wonder if I'll even put it in slow motion. Probably not. So this collection was pretty interesting. I was literally just working away my full-time job, tap, 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 doing my video editor daily grind. And I get a call. They're like, hey, we got this collection. I'm like, okay. They're like, how many boxes? They're like, 4. I'm like, all right. So they brought it over. I looked through it. Mostly crap, unorganized crap. There was one comic box, but this was a weird collection with some weird stuff. And of course, it's missing the one big book that it was going towards, because it always is. That's just how it is, right? But you're gonna see some like Japanese VHS and some Japanese manga. And is it manga or manga? I don't even know. Let me know in the comments, or don't, because I hate that stuff. Hey, don't forget to comment, subscribe, tell me your opinion in the comments. Never. I don't say that crap. And if I ever do, my future self is going to kick this versions of myself's ass like Back to the Future, except with more bricks and brain chunks flying in my brain. I'll dummy myself with a brick from my future self to my current self is what I'm saying. Completely off topic. So there's also a bag of like old little baby Archie books, like little fucking dumb books I don't even know what to do with, and some hockey cards. So yeah, let's take a look at this collection and see if you can find the value. All right, we're going to start off with the keys. So, Lethal Protector 1 and 2, no 4, doesn't matter. First Armored Suit, not a 9.8, but still cool because I haven't gotten this one before. So, Spider-Man 13, this is a 9.8 candidate and it's a newsstand. I do have a lot of these, no newsstands. This is probably the coolest one that I got. This is 9.8 candidate. I've wanted this for a while. I don't know if it's dark enough. I don't think it's dark enough. Well, I tried. But it is glow in the dark. So that is really cool. That's probably my favorite thing from this collection. So, and then we have Deadpool 1, 2, 3, and 4. His first miniseries. And then 1 and 2 of his second miniseries. And then a copy of X Factor #1, pretty high grade. And then some random stuff, Defenders of the Earth, Ravage 2099, gold foil. And then, you don't see this very often, Robin in a newsstand, Robin 1. And then X-Men Adventures 1, possible 9.8. Alright, then we got the first Doomsday, Excalibur with whatever that's called, lenticular card, X-Force with the lenticular. This is a reprinting of the first Ghost Rider appearance, and then some X-Men, X-Men 1 and 2. Those need to be in another box. Cable, Silver Surfer, Incredible Hulk vs. Wolverine, a newsstand. I don't think that's a 9.8 candidate though. Some Hulk, 258, and some, they look like homage covers to 48 and 49. Some Fantastic Four. It's a pretty cool cover actually. I don't know much about these older Fantastic Four ones. And some nice cringe Guns N' Roses. And Guns N' Roses with Terminator on it for some reason. Then another Guns N' Roses. And then a Kurt Cobain. Batman vs. Spawn. Some Alien 3. X-Force. Shattershot. That might be worth grading. Grading pile. 1 and 2. Gambit #1. Not the gold foil. And a bunch of Blue Beetle. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a lot. 1 to 11 Blue Beetle. We got Transformers Generation 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8 and 9. And then G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe 142, and then first appearance of Beavis and Butthead. Kind of cool. And then a bunch of random 1, 2, 4. Yeah, there's a bunch. They're not in order. Inhumans 1, 2, 3, and then no number. What's the big one? 8 or 4? I can't remember. Spider-Man 2099. 1, 2, 3, and then a Robotech Defenders, Infinity War 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Where does it go to? 6, and then some later Wolverine 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 55, and then 85 randomly. And then trade, and then some Daredevil. Seems to be a little bit of Daredevil in every collection. Not the big bucks, but hey, still Daredevil. And then Doom 2099. Couple copies. X-Men 2099. 1, 2, 3. And some Punisher 2099. 1, 2, 3, 4. Punisher Warzone 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Web of Spider-Man 90. Wonderful. I forgot to say that the Blue Beetle is a Canadian price variant, 95 center. Too bad it's not quite a 9.8. Alright, so now we got the Japanese box. We got a Karate, My Way of Life by Gichin Funakoshi. That could actually be kind of cool, but hey. And then some Ultraman, Silent Mobius 1 and 2, Conquest, Blade of the Immortal, a bunch of that. Maisen Ikoku, bunch of that, lots of that, bunch of that, lots. You see all that Ikoku? A lot of Ikoku. Fucking lot. Oh my goddess. A bunch of that. Look at that. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess. Wow. Amazing. Amazed. Very wow. That's lots. Holy. Yeah. Okay. And then Vampire Mew. Okay. Lots. Nice. Okay. And then You're Under Arrest. You're Under Arrest. A bunch of them. Look at that. Wow. Much wow. Very Ikoku. And then some manga Vision. Vision. I hate when people bag stuff upside down like that. Like, why? Sure. Okay. Midnight Panther. And then some Fist of the North Star. But it's part 2, not part 1. Fist of the North Star is cool, and the only thing that I even know about in here. Ranma, Fan, Appleseed, Area 88, Bubblegum Crisis, Bio Booster Armor Guyver, Macross 2, Nausea, Blood Sword, Nightwolf, Tomoe, and then there is a bunch of VHSs. Yeah. I'm sure you can see the titles now, right? So we got Rojin, 33 Eyes, A Wind Named Amnesia, Babel 2, Odin, Wicked City, Fatal Fury, and Crying Freeman 3, and Toward the Terra. The only one I would probably even watch would be Fatal Fury. That's kind of cool. And then there is a bunch of anime Anime and Manga America. Like 10 copies. So I have no idea what to do with this stuff. No one hits me up. It's just going to go to an auction house. Wonderful. Yeah, I almost forgot to show these off too. So these are kind of like the keys I pulled out. Too bad there wasn't Ghost in the Shell 1, but apparently even these go for like $200.90. Gee, I wonder why. And then I can't really find much on this Inuyasha. It seems to be number 1. There's really no sales date on it, so I'm going to try and get the 9.8 on it and put some ridiculous price up on eBay. And maybe I can create the new floor, or maybe it'll sell for $20 and I'll get hit by a bus. Who knows? Okay, so here's the better stuff that I pulled out. Once again, was quite a headache putting this all together because it wasn't ordered at all. So first thing, we're just going to pop this out so I got room to work, is Maximum Carnage 1 to 14, is it? Yeah, so all the little, although it's missing Web of Spider-Man 101. So I'm going to double check and see if I have that. If not, I got to order it off eBay to complete the set. Doesn't look like any newsstands or nothing, but yeah, still pretty cool. All pretty high grade too. Surprising because nothing has boards. When I tried to read that, that is one of the worst comic runs. It's so stupid. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. That's what I got from it. So these are probably worth grading. Those two. And then, yeah. Bring this closer here. So, yeah, a bunch of ASM. Second printing of that. There's some weird second printings in here. Of course, it's not any second printings that are worth more money. But and yeah, we're getting pretty damn close to 361, aren't we? Another one of the comics I've never gotten. And of course, it's not there. Wonderful. The guy must have sold it before he got rid of this collection. That one's worth grading too. First time. Cool cover too. Sorry if this angle sucks. I need to get a light behind me too. And some annuals. That one might be worth grading. Yeah, we'll put it in the pile. And then we got one, and then I just kind of grabbed anything past 20 because I have a ridiculous amount of these. So we're not going to go through those. Spider-Man 1990. So here's a second printing of this. Would be worth grading if it was a first printing, but it's not. A different background. Beast cover. Apparently that one's worth grading. Done that one too. Cool cover. I think that one might be worth grading. And then Bishop going in the pile. Yeah, a good amount of uncanny, around 300, where I did have some holes, so can't complain. That's a pretty sick cover. I'm surprised it's not worth more. I hope that's rain. Just saying. What a weirdo cover. Sorry if the shadows are bad here. That one's worth grading. There's a version of this, I think, that has a different, like a glossy background that's actually worth grading. $300. Ooh, Magneto. That's a pretty sick cover. Who's the artist on that? Like just around the time that the art starts getting just ridiculously bad. It's not quite there yet. Still some muscles. But a little bit after this, it's just like, what happened? Like around that, I'm like, And then, yeah, no. Yuck. Yuck. I hate 90s, like late 90s looking X-Men. Yuck. And then Uncanny. And then X-Men 1 got 4 and 5. Can't remember if anything in here is. Oh yeah, that one's worth grading. I thought that was Christmassy for a minute. Apparently that one's worth grading, which is news to me. We're learning together. And that one is definitely worth grading. And I think this one is too. Like I need more stuff to grade. You don't get a lot of X-Men around the 50s. I saw a couple wild prices for that, but I don't think I believe that. Always got to be careful of the shills. And then we go really late, 84s. And then some annuals. Annual 2 and Annual 3. As you can see, my house is a mess. I got one TV that is fucked that I'm waiting to get rid of. I bought this for $50, but it's 720p. And this TV I'm waiting to get rid of because I bought it for $100 and the whole right side doesn't work. But anyways, here I didn't want to pull all this out because it's not really worth my time. But yeah, here is a bunch of Archie books and Superman books, and like there's also a bunch of hockey cards. I might as well grab this out. We'll look at the hockey cards at least. But yeah, there's a bunch of Calvin and Hobbes books and little mini Spider-Man and Superman and tons of Disney. And yeah, I don't know. Just going to an auction house. Okay. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about hockey or hockey cards because I don't. I know who Wayne Gretzky is and maybe some others like Mark Messier, but that's about it. So I know that 90s cards are mostly worthless, so a lot of this stuff is kind of... But I did some research on some of these that I noticed. Because there's actually some stuff that's worth maybe a little bit. Maybe $100 in total. Sergei Makarov. Was it any of those? I don't know. Could be something in that. Some Wayne Gretzky stuff. Yeah. I think it was this one or something. Not sure. Pretty sure that those were the ones that were worth a little bit of money. Unless I already passed. And some of these Wayne Gretzky's. Some of these are signed. Wonderful. Hockey stuff. Nice. And then there's even Seems like he liked to write that stuff down. Wonderful. Wow! That was something else. It was pretty good. Let's be real. It's pretty good. Pretty good. A lot better than I initially thought. In fact, once I went through it again, I was like, oh, there's a lot more X-Men keys and Spider-Man keys than I thought in here. So even though I was missing the big one, damn, that was turned the wrong way the whole time. You know how often this happens? It's the worst. By the way, I got 3 of these off Wish and I did pay for them. I didn't pull that shit. So anyways, yeah, that was a pretty dang good video. And if I must say so myself, that learning to speak has been one of the greatest accomplishments of my adult career. Thanks